Howdy, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel all the way in America, the American Max and the intruder, Mighty Win. But it's all good. Welcome, everyone. We got Pittsburgh, Benjamin, of course, with Levi in the channel, as well as Jimmy Moore, all the way in Atlanta, Georgia. You're from Atlanta, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you in Atlanta? Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way in Georgia. We're South boys, man. We're country boys down here, man. So there we go. Welcome everyone. Hit that like button. We got to talk about all things Newcastle United, of course. We got a few things to talk about. There's always something to talk about in the tune related, anyway. Um, I promise you, we won't talk about Bruno Guimaraes. I mean, listen, man. That's one subject that it's ran through uh, worse than a hooker in a brothel, man.
Yeah.
It's just been it's it is what it is. But we got a few things here to talk about, and we certainly will. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and of course, let us know what you think in the comment section down below. We're gonna get to some comments as well when we get a chance. So put in your questions, your statements, whatever you want to say, and we'll highlight them. And of course, Roy Caviani says, "Howdy, ye Yanks." There you go, Roy. We still got that agreement, Roy. Jimmy doesn't want to be on the show with you, man. He's just have had enough of you. So there you go. You got to keep you guys separated. Hopefully, Woodby Farmer joins, man. He's 100 years old, going to school. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop trying. There's a limit age. You got to stop trying to better yourself at a certain time, man. Just wait. Just wait.
You're
Be like
just
the
gonna
mighty.
give up and accept where you are.
Yeah,
Yes.
be like the mighty wind. Just wait for the Grim Reaper to come at any point in time. So
Roy's got a date with his blow up tonight.
oh, yeah, man. Got that with Nancy. All right. How are you, fellas? I see that. By the way, look at Benjamin. Show your shirt, man. Show your shirt. Oh, he's from Blythe shirt. Got the mighty win right there. Unbelievable stuff, man. You can get your merch situated. You can buy shirts, hats, cups, whatever on the website NUFCtalk.tv. And of course, you can order your stuff now. You can also become a member and help us support the channel if you're not already. And yeah, help us. You get exclusive content and giveaways. So there you go. And shout out to the people that are listening to us on Spotify, on Audible, on Apple Podcasts as well. So thank you, all of you. We'll try to. Somebody told me, man, when you say, "Do you see that?" Like, say, "Do you see that shirt?" The people listening don't don't know what the hell you're showing. So you gotta be detailed about it. We gotta do a little bit of that radio strategy as well. We gotta explain what's going on. But yeah. All right. So Martin Dubravka came out and talked, and he said he's playing for Slovakia at the moment, and he said, "I don't care anymore." When asked about the possibility of him leaving Newcastle, etc., he said, "I don't care anymore. If I'm honest, I don't care what happens. I defended my place and did my best for the club, and they decide to bring someone else. I won't influence it anymore. This is going on aside at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate on the national team now. I leave the rest out of my head." Pretty strong words. I mean,
Completely out of context.
well,
What he said was,
I'm
"I
just
don't care about all the speculation."
I'm reading. No, I'm reading what the Chronicle has put in quotes, and I'm assuming the Chronicle makes millions a year, and they're a well-established outlet. Not saying that people need to trust them or like
Well,
them,
I
but they
wouldn't say
are.
they used to be well established.
Well, there you go. But what I'm saying that it's a big media outlet. Um, they are put. I would assume that they have the journalist basics to not unquote somebody or misquote somebody.
No. Well, read the full quote.
So I'm just saying what's on here.
I
Again,
mean,
yeah.
that would never happen in British media.
There you go. That's a good one. But look, but he did. I don't care what happens anymore. I defended my place and did my best for the club. That right there, that's pretty tough, man.
He was asked what he thought about the club making an offer for Trafford from Burnley. He was directly asked that, and he says, as far as the speculation's concerned, I don't care. I can't do anything about it. I've done what I can do. The rest is up to the club. Didn't say I don't care about the club. He said I don't care about the speculation.
Yeah, but they didn't. I didn't say that they
Honest,
said
honest,
or he said.
Martin Dubravka, I would just say, let me get out of this place because he burned his bridges as far as the majority of the fans were concerned when he went to Man United. When he called them United. I'm at the United now, or words to that effect. I can't remember the exact words. He went right down in a whole load of, from being player of the year, he went to being villain of the week, villain of the season, villain of the decade, whatever. And no matter what he did after that, it was never going to be good enough for a proportion of and that's fine. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I
Yeah.
said by him keeping us in the Premiership.
Well, that's fine.
I'll always be grateful for that.
I just thought those were it's a bit harsh, And I'm not saying that he listen. You're seeing when you read this, you see that somebody that's hurt, somebody that thinks. I'm just assuming, obviously, but based on the statements I see, I read somebody that's hurt. That's somebody that would like to say that probably would have liked the club to say you're going to be competing with Pope. You're one of our guys. May the best win. May the best play. But instead, the club goes and finds another goalkeeper. Well, maybe
you've just made that entire sentence up.
But I didn't. No. I'm saying, but that's what I assess from what I'm reading.
That's what you've assessed, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not making anything up. I'm saying what I think from what I'm reading. Because if somebody, nobody here is saying that that they misquote him out of context.
No, but you're sort of saying you're saying this as though it's all come from the Chronicle article.
No. I said I'm saying that. That's what I say on what I'm reading. Because this is literal, man.
That's fine. That's fine.
Look, no. But let's read it. People in the chat, and we're gonna get to your Jimmy's and Benjamin's comments on this. People in the chat, what do you assume based on this again? And I quote again, when asked about Newcastle getting other goalkeepers, etc., he said, "If I'm honest, I don't care what happens anymore. I defended my place and did my best for the club. Period. If they decide to bring someone else, I won't influence it anymore. Period."
Correct.
This is going aside at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate on the national team now. I leave the rest out of my head. But the first part about it is pretty strong, man. When he says, "I defended my place, I did my best for the club." Basically, if that's not good enough,
if you want to interpret it as pretty strong, that's fine. You're entitled to. I personally don't. I just think he's saying there's nothing I can do about it.
Exactly.
If the club want to go and get another goalkeeper, I can't influence it. I've done all I can do. It's up to them what they want to do now. I don't care about the speculation. I've got bigger fish to fry at the minute. I'm playing in the Euros for my country.
Again, well, okay, we're gonna come back.
That's my interpretation.
That's fine. I respect that. Now, Benjamin, he's this is what he's saying. I don't care what happens anymore.
I take it like this. I agree. I think that statement that he made was clearly he's just thinking about it in terms of business, and that's all it is. It's business. Players come, they go, they get new players in, and you have to go elsewhere. It's just circumstance, and I think Dubravka was just thinking in business terms, like Wynn said. He can't influence whether or not they bring in another guy or not, and it's out of your control. So in the very, it's rather stoic of him, if you will, to say, all right, whatever happens, happens. If they bring in another keeper, looks like I'm out of here and I'll get on with it and I'll go to another team. I don't think there was any animosity in the statement. I could see why you would maybe think that, Chris, but I don't think there was any animosity. I think he's just speaking in terms of business because this whole thing is a business. That's what I think of it.
Okay, Jimmy.
You're muted.
There you go, Jimmy. Go.
Yeah, I'm a side with the mighty one on this one.
You're joking.
I think it was taken a bit out of context, but with that being said, he should see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
not good enough for this team anymore. He's a backup at best and not a very good one.
Oh,
Jimmy and I have had this argument before about Dubravka. Immediately before the Liverpool game, as it happened.
Look, sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then.
Well,
I mean,
but no. Listen, I fully agree. You know, his time is up. Let him move on.
Let him
But
on.
I just don't agree with all the animosity that's going along with it.
Yeah, he can move along. To me, he was dead to me when he decided he didn't be a backup for us and thought the grass was going to be greener as a backup down to Manchester United.
Yeah. And that's,
So,
I can understand that point of view as well.
I mean, he could have went anywhere other than there or Sunderland. But he's got his own career to think about. It is business. I'm sure. I mean, if the rumors are true, you got, was it Celtic possibly looking at him?
Apparently not now. It was on the cards at one stage, but apparently not now.
Celtic
he'll find a place. I mean,
He'll find a good. He's a good goalkeeper. He'll find a club.
Well, look, we need to do a complete. It's time to overhaul. Like the word that's been bandied around, ruthless. It's time.
Be ruthless.
It's time, and I'm not 100% sold on it if Trafford's the answer, but he's younger, and if Pope can stay healthy, that is a big F. It would be nice, for him to sit there and learn and grow behind him, but I still think we need a little more cover at that position. But
I agree with you. Trevor's not the answer for me, but he's got time. He's just young.
But nobody thought Pope.
That's right.
Always rated Pope, but he came from a crappy Burnley team too, and everyone was questioning that, and he turned out to be amazing. So I'm not gonna. And I saw, he had a great under 21s, and the kid's got talent. So we'll see. But I just like the fact that a lot of the old guard is getting moved out of the club.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I mean, I've been a huge Miggy fan over the years, but his time's up. It's
time to go. Time to go.
And we're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about Miggy. But go on, Levi. You wanted to say something?
I agree with Dubs wanting to leave, but with Pope and Trafford is our new backup in the coming season. Dubs isn't going to be a third string, so I get why he wants to leave.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I don't necessarily.
Levi.
In my opinion,
he's the smartest one on the panel.
There you go. No, you're right. In my opinion, I think that Dubs wanted to stay at one point, but he wants to be the number one goalkeeper. And I will be honest, I'm not on Jimmy's side on this. I don't think he is a scrub. I think he is a good goalkeeper.
He's not a top. He's not a number one on a top 16.
Well, yeah, you're probably right, but
he wasn't getting he wouldn't start anywhere in the top 8.
Well, he started for Newcastle, and he didn't do bad, man.
And we're the only exception because we couldn't move. We couldn't move on our.
The Cubs are trying. The Cubs are coming to get you, man. The Cubs are coming to get you. Go on the run, man. Let me mute you there for a second, man. All right. Well, listen. I think we're gonna go to the comments here in a second.
Where would he
Uh,
go? Where would he honestly
well,
go? 35.
he was linked to Celtic, but I guess the old man says he's not. About that, by the way, about Celtic, he just basically said that he doesn't hear anything. You know, that the agent takes care of that stuff, and so it's typical answer. Listen, I wouldn't want him to leave. To be honest with you, I think he should be he could be a goalkeeper for Newcastle. Backup, come in. I mean, but he's not okay with that. And as long as that's the case, then he probably have to move on. And so, to be honest with you, though, I don't know that Pope is miles ahead of Dubravka. I don't know.
You are absolutely crazy.
Well,
The worst.
I'm in
Dubravka
this.
had the absolute worst percentage on saves where he had to take 4 steps out to make. The guy cannot close down to save his life. He has no presence when the ball's in the air. He loves to stay glued to his line. No. Oh, God, no.
Except his aerial takes percentage is better than Pope's.
Chris,
how many games?
Well, he had a half
The
a
man
season.
how many goals and don't give me the fact we had a makeshift back line. He cannot control a back line.
We didn't just have a makeshift back lane, Jim. You had a makeshift midfield as well.
I mean, I know you don't think much, but as a former Division I goalkeeper, I can tell you, no, his footwork is horrible. He cannot control a box.
Oh, don't talk to me about footwork and put Pope in the same sentence.
No. Heads and shoulders better.
Well, that's football's about opinions. That's what we love it for.
Yeah, but goalkeepers are about save rates. And he has a horrible one.
I'm with you. I'm with you on the fact that I don't really care too much for people talking about he's good with his feet, he's good with the bat. If you need a number 10 as a goalkeeper, then we got problems. We need a damn goalkeeper that knows how to play with his hands.
But he won the penalty shootout. Remember?
And that's against Blackburn. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, still.
No, that's fine. I was just remembering
the last international tournament during Euro qualifier. Who had the worst save percentage of any goalkeeper that got through? Martin Dubravka. The guy gave up 6 goals in one game. Are you kidding me? 3 of them were howlers. No. Give me Pope all day long. And if not, I'll take my chance with Trafford.
Hey, man, don't think we're going to take it easy on you, man. You don't play none of that nonsense.
No. Plus,
all right.
I've always been partial to taller goalkeepers with long arms.
You like them taller man with long arms? Yeah, I know you do, man.
Anyway, Rex is okay for England.
So well, I don't know about that. I mean, but well, we won't. By the way, England play tomorrow against who do they play against? Bosnia? No, not Bosnia.
It's Sunday, isn't it?
No, Sunday.
Sunday against Slovenia.
Serbia.
Serbia.
And
it's not coming home. Don't worry, it's not coming home.
Hey, don't even bother to get upset. Well, this is an American show anyway. The only that might win could get upset, but he's a German Nazi, so it doesn't matter. He was prone yesterday, But listen, it's not coming home, folks. It might come home. You guys got talent though. But regardless, England playing on Sunday. You're gonna have to watch along here, so you can tune in and support the fellas, as they're gonna have their faces painted black and white with the red cross. It better be. If not, we're never gonna have another watch along. So you better show your patriotism on Sunday.
As long as you show that Jude Bellingham Adidas commercial, that'll get you going, man. That'll get the blood boiling right there. That was a quality commercial.
Jude Bellingham one. I don't think I've seen.
Yeah, the Adidas one with "Hey Jude" on the. Oh my God. Yeah, you look it up. I mean,
I will.
Especially when it's got the guest scoring reference in it.
Oh yeah. Quickly, what happened with Germany and Scotland, man? Did me piles
5-1 at the finish. I kept on having to change the
Wow.
bloody score.
That was quick and painless. That was quick
Yeah.
and painless, man. Quick and in a hurry, like Mighty Win Sex Life.
I was looking good for me 4-0 at one stage, so.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, you know James Moore, man. He lives next to a police station, so don't mind him. All right, let's go with some of the comments real quick before we move on, because we got to talk about Miguel Almiron. Miguel Almiron. FabrizioRomano had a talking in his live show about Miggy, and so we're going to talk about him and get the Americans their opinion on this. All right, King Gaming says, "Does Miggy out at St. James's Park?" Well, not out yet, but we'll talk about him. Does Eddie Howe definitely in St. James? Well, he's definitely in St. James's Park. Well, I don't know where he's at right now. Where is he? He's still in Newcastle, isn't he? Or does he? Where's he from? London?
Who?
Eddie.
He's from Bono.
So that's where he's got his crib, his house.
Yeah, well, that's where he was brought up.
Well, he's probably at Bournemouth chilling in his mansion, and then he'll move to his mansion in Newcastle when time is due. Mad Max says, "Evening, Ian, mate. Unfortunate about Scotland getting pumped, but at least we didn't give them a clean sheet." Oh man, Rudiger, man, own goal. I read. Didn't know how it happened, but at least you scored once, man. That's good. Beer bike in Atlanta is rough. There is the Sunderland of America. Yeah. Mad Mag, I find it mint that Derek didn't even know how to use YouTube until COVID hit. Now he's on T-shirts in America. Go on, Bunny lad. There you go, man. Hell yeah, brother.
15 minutes of fame.
There you go. Beer Viking says links to Tamari on Twitter. Well, you know how Twitter is, but you know we talk about links that are on certain websites. But Tamari, didn't we talk about Tamari? We talked about a million.
No,
players,
never
so.
talked about Tamari.
Never talked about Tamari. We can bring it on later on then, and we will. We can pull up transfer market real quick. Southlinks Tune says Glenn Huddle has said Southgate should have picked Rashford instead of Gordon. Cartel bias alive and well. International football too. No. Gordon is one of the best players in the league, so there's no way, absolutely no way. Jim Stature in English isn't his native language, and so I don't put too much into that statement. Says about Dubravka, which is fair enough as well. Jonathan Shaw, his form was poor for us when he came back as well, but he has been a brilliant player for us in the past. Just soil it with the manure move. Talking about Dubravka. Jordan Revolution, almost clickbait without the perspective of the question he was asked. He was asked about
who asked it, Sean Casey?
No, I don't know who asked it, but no, I don't think Sean's got the access to go to Slovakia's games, man.
But he'd let you know.
Yeah, he'll let you know though. He'll tell you. Beer Viking. By the way, GR, you know we don't do clickbait here, man, and I don't even like that word, to be honest. What does that mean? It's suggested titles and thumbnails. Well, everybody does that, so I don't know. Beer Viking. He's open to new competition. Well, he could probably play in the Premier League somewhere. Not sure though where. I don't know. Wolves got a good goalkeeper, don't they? What's his name? Neto? No, that's not Neto. No. There's another Neto, I think, there's a goalkeeper, but not for Wolves. I don't know, but I'm sure he can find a place if not Celtic. But Celtic is a big club in Scotland, man. So I don't know. Kishan says he's late at Newcastle when he went to Man U on loan. What all did he say about Man U specifically, man? Because I forgot. Oh man, stop typing in the chat, man.
He's on porn right now. Let him go.
Yeah, man. Close them tabs.
No, I'm looking up Tamori.
Don't worry about that. Yeah,
I'm getting Tamori up for you.
What did what's his name say when he went to Man U? That slate.
Well, the main thing was he called them United. He called them United. Says, you know, when I came to United, it's you know, and how they're a bigger club, and
he said all that,
which of course they are. And
no.
He's got to ingratiate himself to his new fans.
You're never going to win this argument. No, man. No. No, and
All
you
that.
on loan. You cannot do that, man. That's not. You cannot do that.
So what's
If
he,
you
what's he
have
supposed to do? He's
see,
supposed to go. Bear in mind, they had just effectively sacked De Gea.
and
So he's gone there
Look, look,
thinking
look.
he's going to be number one. And then they sign an honor.
Man, what do you mean? What is he supposed to say? Not that. He can say anything else, man. It doesn't matter.
Well,
You know,
okay. So,
I mean-
and I understand. I understand that's why it got everybody's back up. It didn't get mine up.
And then he ended up being at the at the end of it all, he was number 3.
oh yeah, when he came. Oh, when he went to Man U.
He made one
no,
appearance.
he was number 2. The reason he couldn't play for us in the Carabao Cup was because he played in the Carabao Cup for Man United.
Yeah, one match.
Well, that's because we beat them.
He played one match and got silverware.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, you cannot do this. See, I don't understand how the old man is supposed to have be a football savvy guy, or have knowledge of football, and he's gonna allow this to be said. No, and I'm not just being biased towards Newcastle. I'm talking about any club. You don't and you are on loan, bro. You're gonna come back. Why would you even do any of that? So it makes no sense. I remember now. It just makes no sense, man. Dubravka, he was great.
He didn't necessarily think he was coming back. He didn't think he was coming back.
He was on loan, man. It's a fact that he's going to come, or that's going to be, unless he figures out a way. But if nothing happens, he will come back, and he did, to the club because he's on loan. So, man, I don't know, man. Anyways, Jonathan Shaw says, I think Celtic would be a good move for him. I have no problem with Dubravka. He's served as well. I agree with that too. I mean, I agree. Man, Motherwell is more his level. If last season is anything to go by, wow. Kenny W says, didn't we finish 7th with Dubs? That's a fair point too. Yeah, and listen, I'm just in the middle here, man. I like Dubravka, but I don't agree with any player.
We finished 7th because of that front line, Gordon and Isak. That's why we finished. We had to outscore. We had to score 3 a game just to get a result.
I put some clean sheets in though too, Jimmy.
Okay, 3-0.
Jimmy don't like Jimmy's got an agenda, man.
No. You can't have a goals against average over 2.
Jimmy got an agenda,
consider yourself
man. No, I'm not saying he's not. I agree with you that he won't.
Goals against is 2. 2 goals.
Listen, I said it at the time. Look at every one of them goals. How many of those goals are Dubs' fault?
A majority.
We had a midfield that was like butter that
no.
every team was just running through as if it wasn't there. And we had a back 4 that was never the same 2 weeks on the trot.
Okay.
The previous season, Pope had been behind the same back 4 for 38 games.
You're not going to get away with this. How bad was Manchester United's back line? Okay. Theirs was revolving more than ours. But Onana kept them in the games.
Oh, Onana's horrible, man.
Okay. So let's not, no. We can't blame this. And on top of it, a lot of the games they had Maguire.
So are you saying you would rather have Onana than Dubravka?
No, don't do it, Jimmy.
No. Sorry. I don't give a damn if he was a good soldier. His time at the club is up.
I can agree with that.
Enough. He's not a top 10 goalkeeper in this league. Let him go there. Let him play in the championship.
But let me ask you. Which one, if you have to sell one guy, would you sell Longstaff, Miggy, or Dubravka?
Yes.
Miggy. He's got the most value.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man.
We're not pushing for Europe this year, so we're not bound to.
That's a good point. That's a good answer.
UEFA constraints.
That's a good
answer.
Now,
if somebody wants to give me 15 to 20 for Longstaff, you damn right, I'll bite your hand off for it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyways, let's keep going with the comments. Alan Thompson says, "Spot on, Kenny. So many things are taken out of context."
Alan,
good
Mr.
evening.
Positivity.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, from NUFC Matters, man. Alan Thompson also says, "When Scotland need a good keep,
that's what we want."
He has any Scotland asset. I don't know. I don't think he's got Scottish That's history. But yeah. Gary says Dubs shouldn't have discussed
No,
it
that was
with
I
the
think that
media.
was a joke.
Yeah, no, I get it. I got it. You don't have to tell me, bro. I got it. Dubs shouldn't have discussed it with the media. He gets twisted as soon as he said it. I don't care. People will make sound against NUFC. If he just said, I'm concentrated on the Euros, don't know. Yeah, that's true too. Don't talk to the media. But, you know,
That's
but
part of that
listen,
job.
it's part
I
of the
don't.
job. And also, nobody knows exactly what he's thinking because he could have been thinking nothing and just it came out of the heat of the moment and he didn't even know what he said. Or it could mean what I think or what everybody could think. So we don't know what is in his brain. So we're just assuming.
That's
And
what
when
we
you
got there.
assume,
Levi should host the show.
there you go. Oh, Jam
I
Stash
know
says,
it's.
"Holy cow!"
I
That's
know
right.
it's. I know it's. Was
I
you know
should.
what's in his hands? Cement. I don't need to know what's in his head.
What was that, Jimmy?
I don't need to know what's in his head. All
Oh
I know
yeah.
is what's in his hands, and that's cement.
Ah, what's in his hands? Yeah, he ain't got. Yeah, he can't pick his hands up to save his life. Is what Jimmy is saying. Marcus says Dubs is a 1980s keeper. Oh man.
He
Beer.
had spot on there.
Uh,
Shay Given came off the line more than Dubs.
yeah. All right. We getting behind on the comments, and we got to move on, of course. But welcome Rico, welcome Beard. Haven't seen Beard in a long time. By the way, he's not. He's not insulting us, but he is. I mean, it's okay because Beard is a Newcastle fan, and he just calls us assholes, and it's fine. It is what it is. So welcome everybody that's coming on for the show. Hit the likes, folks. Please hit the likes. We're having a heated debate about what's going on, and the first topic was Dubravka, man, and that's the wrong topic. If you got Jimmy Moore and Mighty Win on, because
Nobody's talked more about a worse goalkeeper in the history of football than this show today. So we
that's
can
right.
move on.
That's right. And Mighty
I
Win's got Dubravka tatted on him, so it's
Give
gonna
me
be a battle. But go on, Levi. Sorry, what'd you say?
I can name far more worse goalkeepers than Dubs. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Well, he's not the worst.
Not in the Premier League.
No, he's
Now,
not the worst, man.
if you want to come to Atlanta, I can show you one in Brand Guzan.
Oh, Greg Guzan is 57, man. Come on, leave him alone.
He's been, man. I don't know how he still has a job.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But I'm gonna agree with everything Levi says because
Yeah, that's right.
he's the smartest one on the panel.
Levi's he's got the wisdom. All right, let's move on to
The wisdom of youth.
according to Ben Jacobs.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, hold on, man. Listen, don't shoot the messenger, man. We are just a channel. We are the vehicle between the protagonists and the fans. That's it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Well, not saying that Ben Jacobs is a protagonist. I mean, he's a journalist, so he should be the vehicle as well. But he does have some. I mean, look, he knows some stuff, man. And
Well,
listen, I'm
yeah,
not.
because his head's up Bowley's ass.
Yeah. Anyways, he is saying that Al Shabaab would be willing to revisit the potential transfer of Miguel Almiron if the player is now willing to move to Saudi Arabia. He rejected their advances in January. Now, of course, I posted because there's who posted this? Well, Fabrizio Romano. The way the Chronicle titled it was Miguel Almiron open to leaving Newcastle United this summer. So I just copy and paste those articles, put them in there. What we're going to talk about, shared it on Twitter, and I was made aware by a poll from the Tuner Review that his agent is saying that he's not open to move and he wants to stay and all that. Um, Now, obviously, you got to take that with a grain of salt, but because agents, I mean, first of all, they're going to do what they can to get more money, and if the move brings them a lot of money, that's what they're going to do. But for Almiron's sake, it wouldn't be a smart thing for him to come out and the agent to come out and say, well, he wants to leave, because if it doesn't happen, then now he's got 55,000 people looking at him like Dubravka. So you got to be careful. You got to be smart with it. But Fabrizio Romano, according to him, Newcastle United are waiting for a good proposal to offload Almiron for their ranks ahead of the start of the new season. Again, my question to the panel is Al Shabaab or any Middle Eastern club, the only way we can get a good amount of money, and even forget the money, a good option for him to leave Newcastle, or is there other teams? I mean, there was talks about, was it Ipswich earlier on, if I'm not
Ipswich,
mistaken?
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So I don't know that Almiron would want to go to Ipswich, with all due respect to
No.
Ipswich, but Al Shabaab, I mean, it couldn't get. I mean, it's about the same. But Al Shabaab, he's going to be living like a king. So let's go around and talk about this.
But people don't realize that one, he still has a home here in Atlanta,
Right.
and he loved his time in Atlanta because his parents could get direct flights in and out of
Right. That's right.
Atlanta's airport, and I think he is holding out, him and his agent, for an MLS offer because he loved the lifestyle, and that'll have to be probably a Los Angeles team. And the way they're spending money on overage, can't run stars right now, that wouldn't surprise me one bit if one of the Los Angeles teams came in with a bid for him, and I think he would love to move back to the States. I mean, dude, it's a $1.8 million crib he's still got here.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, people underestimate the United States. One thing about the United States, that you're going to be living amazing. That's just the way it is. You're going to be living an amazing life. Kind of, it's just the same as anywhere in Europe, really. But the thing is, obviously, that you're going to be, for a South American, everything is closed direct, like you're saying, Atlanta airport. Even for international matches, he only has to travel about 5, 6, 7 hours.
And his wife doesn't have to worry about restrictions on her civil rights.
Oh, man.
That's a whole nother topic, but
that's a whole. Yeah,
one of the main problems with regard to him going to Saudi, one of the main things that I heard was he's a devout Catholic.
Yes.
And of course, there's no churches in Saudi. So
yes.
He doesn't want to go.
That was one of the main reasons.
Hey, hold on, time out. Farmer, he says, whose bright idea was it for an old man to go back to college? I said the exact same thing about you when we started the show. You should be on this show. I sent the link on that group that you're in, the American Mac group. And so you get your ass and come on, because I told you, stop trying to better yourself, man. It's too late. Just wait for the Green Reaper to come. Stop trying to go to school. Get your little backpack on. Your crayons, your pencils. Give up, man. Be like Mighty Wind. Chill back, relax. Take notes while you take totes on the marijuana smoke. That's big. That's a biggie line. That's a biggie line. Biggie Smalls. Anyway,
plus,
you guys don't know about
Atlanta's waiting on an offer for Almada.
Oh, Almada.
Almada goes then.
See, Newcastle should go for him. People don't know, man. I'm telling you.
But Miggy's the fan favorite here, and right now, they finally got around firing the coach. What better sense of goodwill back in the fan base has been, and bring back one of your favorite players at a relatively extremely
I'm
young
sure he would
age
jump
of
at
the
that
MLS.
chance.
Not a chance.
But I thought they couldn't afford him.
Atlanta's has the highest payroll of anyone. We've the top 7 transfers in MLS history have all been Atlanta United.
Well, it wasn't you, Jimmy, but somebody.
We paid $25 million for Almada.
Yeah,
you don't think we can get? You don't think a $20 million offer for Miggy?
Because Miggy, but this is the thing. The reason why is because Miggy is going to come here, the hero, the idol that comes back home,
and they're going to sell shirts out.
He's going to be the best player.
But
they could. Don't underestimate American. Man, listen,
no,
man.
don't underestimate.
They got money here, Mighty Wayne. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, we put 65 in the stadium. Okay, there's no shortage of money here for a team.
We got a question here from Alan Thompson. A question, lad, says,
I stand corrected. That was just that would be an ideal move for him. I'm sure you would jump at it, but I'd just been obviously misled that the MLS didn't have the money to take him back.
Oh no, MLS.
Well, it's not the MLS though.
teams,
It's the
it's
team.
Atlanta United.
Yeah, no, it's the team. The team has the MLS ain't going to pay for him.
I mean,
It's just like the
no,
Premier League. Premier League doesn't
no,
get involved in that.
no. They only pay for Messi.
I thought MLS
Okay.
controlled all the
Oh
contracts.
no, man. But
No.
the Messi
The
thing,
teams, the
the Messi
teams.
thing is something that's beyond anything
Yeah.
they can comprehend.
Oh,
You know, I mean, so it's great. They had Apple immediately make a deal with the MLS
yeah.
and about memberships and all that stuff, and so that's a whole different bargain.
Yeah.
But no, the
Oh
teams.
no. We own our own contracts and we pay our own
Yeah.
transfer.
As you see, Jimmy Moore's a very proud Atlanta United guy. You just got to get relegation though.
Well, get him
You know.
bought.
Hey, it's gonna be whenever St. Louis play Atlanta. We beat you guys like a drum though last season. I beat you guys like a step kid. Remember that?
Hey, you know.
Yeah, no. So
But
that's
you
okay.
know that's the thing. You
That's
can
the-
win and get 20,000. We lose and still get 60, 65
Ooh.
every week.
And that's the American Max Classico. The American Max Classico right there. All right. Question from Alan Thompson. He says, if Man City win their case in arbitration, is it the end of football? As all the press think this is the case? Question mark. Well, I don't know. People are talking about the Super League and stuff like that. And some people say that, I think Roy said that
It's nonsense.
that we're going to join the Super League if it comes to be. I don't know.
I can't see. And Mitch
I would
made
never
a
want
good
to join
point.
the Super League.
Mitch on NUFC Matters said that there's not going to be a top tier that PIF are not going to want to be a part of. And football's changing. We might as well just. But no, it's not the end. The only people are saying that it's the end are the top 6 clubs. Look at everybody else now falling in line to what our way of thinking.
If Man City win that case, that top 6 becomes a top 12 almost.
Mm-hmm. But there's
it's
only
it's
one.
the opposite of the end of football.
Well, not really,
it's
though.
the end
Not
of
really.
the big 6. It's the end of the
Well,
domination.
I don't know about that, man, because nobody has money like we could potentially be able to spend. Crystal Palace is doing well though, as far as just football, putting the head down and getting to work. So they could do it, but they're not. It's not like big stars are coming to Crystal Palace. If they're in London, I think there's a more possibility for big stars to come to Newcastle than Crystal Palace. And they're in London.
They also have a front of shirt sponsor there.
Big
Oh
stars
yeah,
would
we
rather
talked
go
about
to
that.
London
It
than
doesn't
come to Newcastle.
exist.
No, man. Are you kidding me? Do you really think, like Towson, if there were 2 clubs in the world, he would have went to Crystal Palace and not joined Newcastle? Come on, man. See, that's when the underestimation of Newcastle kills me.
I think I thought I was listening to Alan Thompson talk.
No. And I forgot my train of thought, man. I was gonna say something else, but anyways, let's keep moving. DX says 25 million for Miggy, and he's yours, of course. 25 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. Oh, my point was maybe Aston Villa, but these teams, they don't have something that. And listen, I'm not talking just because Newcastle, but I mean we have something which is a lot of money that we can spend if allowed. Which at the end of the day, man, because you can say you can bring the best players in the world, pay them whatever they want, they'll come. That doesn't mean that you're going to win. You still got to remember the Galacticos. They didn't win shite, but they were the best. However, that's a good problem to have. Any manager is going to tell you, give me the best players and I'll figure it out. So, but other teams don't necessarily have that.
We have a plan, and I like our plan.
Right.
And we're not leveraged to the hilt.
But Chris, Southgate has all the best players, and he still can't figure it out. So what do you?
Well, first of all, you need a good manager. Yeah, so I agree with that. You need a good manager. Eddie could be. We will see, because I'm not on this. Eddie is the Messiah, and Eddie is Judas. To me, it's in the middle. We have to see. I think one more season. We have to see how he does this season. European football.
The jury's out.
To me, Europa League is the least that we can get as far as this season. Yeah. Now, I'm just saying that because I don't want to get upset. But if you're asking the old Chris, I will tell you that me is Champions League or bust. But I'm just being sane.
I'm gonna say it depends on how much we spend.
Well, we ain't spent nothing yet, but we got Lloyd Kelly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's neither here nor there. We will have to see. There you go. Look at that. The young man that went back to school, would be farmer. Now look at you, man, doing statistics.
Hey,
I would not recommend it. These people are crazy.
That was a
Exactly.
great course. Loved that course.
Man,
Oh, no.
all they do is plagiarize. I took a philosophy class, and these knuckleheads who could barely speak because you have to do a video presentation. Next thing you know, they're like Plato himself, right? Writing an essay. And I went, what? But hey,
Yeah.
wasn't my decision. Wasn't me to grade them, right? The professor grades us.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Alan Townsend saying spot on. Chris just gives us a better chance of winning trophies. Simple. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the same with Man City. They were able to
Yeah.
spend. Sometimes you're going to spend money on shite players that you thought they were going to be great. They weren't. But eventually, it's going to lead you to that point. Money is king, man. I'm sorry to tell people, but that's how the world goes.
And always has been. 37 Sunderland Bank of England team won the league. Arsenal in the 30s won the league. Liverpool in the 60s. John
We
Watt
weren't
came
around
in, the
back
Pools
then.
man won the league. Jack Walker came in at Blackburn, won the league.
Kenny, who says ZC Top is dead? There you go,
And then
man.
Abramovich came in, won it. Qatar came in, won it.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
It's
So,
money,
well,
money.
we
And it
didn't get to
always
talk
has
about.
been. Anybody who thinks that
Somebody said, I think Bob said spot on about Jimmy's comment on he would sell, but that was a smart move because even though he hates Dubravka with a passion, uh, that he would sell Miguel because of the value that we can get. You know what I'm saying? So that is it. So Bob said spot on, and I agree with
Yeah.
that. More than likely, you get the more money out of him, but I mean, you mentioned a point as well. That's very important. That he might take his religion, uh, might be strong, might be feel strong about it. That he doesn't want to go to a middle to a Muslim country, and so that's obviously his option. So I don't know, but do you see him like a Premier League team? What Premier League team now do you think will take Miggy in their side?
Everton.
Everton. That could be, but is Everton going to pay?
you think Pickford's going like?
Apparently, their new ownership has been
Is
approved.
he going to? Well, there's somebody in for them, yeah. But I'm saying, do you think they would sell, especially getting a new owner? Would they sell Pickford? He's the star asset.
Like everybody's saying,
So is
Ipswich.
Dubravka going to go to Everton to play second fiddle to Pickford?
No, but we weren't talking
I
about
don't think
Dubravka,
so.
man. We're talking about Almiron. Your
Maybe
internet not.
Almiron can go to Chelsea. They'll pay him like 250 to sit on the bench, won't they?
Imagine Pickford's price tag if they were to win the Euros.
Oof, with a penalty. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. I mean, it works for everybody. But yeah, he would probably go high if he makes a save or something.
Well, actually, I thought you were talking about Miggy.
Yeah, I was talking about Miggy. The old man brought in
Everton.
Pickford. I don't know why. Or
Everton,
Dubravka.
especially if they sell Braithwaite.
Braithwaite. But you know what's crazy that we're being linked to him as well, Braithwaite, which is crazy. But it's just a link.
What if
All right.
Miggy has a fantastic Copa America?
He still can't use his right foot.
Well, but that's what's going to help us sell him though. So it's going to help us, so because we know what it is, man. We know what it is. Stop blind. One thing I think the World Cup is the most prestigious, most important tournament in the history of football, and will continue to be. But quote, Jimmy doesn't like that, but it is. But
it is
a little okay. I saw your face there. But a little star there. Clubs stop buying players because they perform well at the World Cup.
James Rodriguez.
James Rodriguez, my cousin from Colombia. Man, we thought he was going to be. He went to Madrid, number 10. They gave him everything, all the money, all the women, all the cars. It went downhill. Zidane didn't want him. And so, but it's happened many times though. But again, we'll see. We'll revisit that. Before we finish the show, we got 10 minutes left. We got to talk about Michael Olise. Yesterday, Gary, one of our hosts, said that it's nonsense because one of the important things in his buyout clause is that it can only work. The buyout clause only works for a Champions League team that's going to play the Champions League. That's true from what I'm reading, but that doesn't mean that he won't leave, because they'll just have to negotiate with Crystal Palace whatever price they want to sell him for. More than likely they'll have to go higher, but the price that's been rumored is 60 million. I would tell anybody that has the money for it, 60 million for Olise is a bargain. It is. I think he's a top player.
He's young.
And he's young. Yeah.
What I've been hearing today is that Chelsea are going to try to get Olise, and then they got that other right winger on Chelsea, Maduke or whatever.
Yeah, Maduke. Yeah.
And he could come to us for cheaper because he doesn't want to sit on the bench all season anymore.
Maduke can come in here.
Yeah. I'd have that.
I saw a thing today that said if Steve Nixon could pull in Olise over Chelsea, give him director of football right now. Just do it. Stop your search.
Yeah, that's another thing, by the way, that we stopped talking about. Who's going to be the DOF?
Yeah, I'd rather Madueke than Olise too.
Really? Oh man, Olise's been good, man. I don't know. Is he getting called up for French though? Is he
just missed out on the squad?
Yeah, but see, that's difficult, man. You're playing the Premier League. Now, this is a difficult position
because
right wing
on the French squad.
The right wing Dembele is playing there, former Barcelona, current PSG. He's what he is. But I would figure he would make it, man. The fact that he's not going to the Euros, I think that's going to devalue him, to say the least. Definitely. He should have won, I think. I don't know if they got maybe a sub or something. I don't know. Yeah. Gary's saying it doesn't mean that he can't talk to anyone, but you can't use the release clause to do it and be a higher value. Yeah, it could be about. So I don't know. Would you guys pay 70, 80 for Olise? That means he's coming to be the star.
I think that's still a little rich for our blood right now.
Well, if you pay that, you win that case, you're losing all the options.
Yeah, we're getting nobody else if we pay that much for Olise. We're getting nobody else.
Yeah, that's an important one.
I would do it if they would take Miggy and Longstaff as a package deal and subtract 30 from it.
There you go. Alessandro Minetti, bringing Maduke and Olise. We got the Ducats. Well, I don't know if we can afford both, but definitely Mbumo, man. He was rumored earlier on, but nothing else. So maybe we're working in the background. But Mbumo is good, man.
I mean, but it's usually, with the exception of Lloyd Kelly, and that was the worst kept secret, we usually don't put our main targets out to the press.
Right. Yeah.
Or we put up a smoke screen and we go for someone else.
Yep. All right.
But Mbumo is probably getables.
Yep. 92 people watching, so please hit that like button. Appreciate everybody watching. So please pause for a second, close that chat if you're on your phone, and hit that like button. Help us out before we finish the show. Fox is saying Olise French Olympic squad for the French Olympic squad. How old is Olise? He must be like 24, 25, isn't he? Yeah, I think he should have made it.
No, he's not. I don't think.
He might be 22.
Oh, so he's not that old, but he still got a lot of future, man. One thing I will say though,
probably 29.
He's 29. What the fuck?
Nobody has a decent birth certificate from that part.
Exactly. He's heavily linked to Chelsea, and he, according to pictures when he was young, he was a Chelsea fan. But I don't know. I don't know if that has
some relief drop.
But at the end of the day, they let him go. I think he was in the Chelsea academy. He was at Chelsea academy, I think. but maybe I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong, but I don't know. Anyways,
At least
let's
there's
go to the
22.
comments.
Yeah,
Well,
you
they said
just
so.
you need to ask the guy who's been working numbers all day. I told you 22. You didn't believe me.
Oh,
Oh, we thought you slept in class. That's why.
What are you toking on there, Jimmy? I know you're toking on something. Can we talk about it?
Orange Kush.
Orange Kush. That's what you call her now?
Uh,
No, that's what's on the side pocket.
Right on.
all right. Anything you guys got? Because tomorrow is going to be the Geordie show, so only Geordies allowed. This is the American show, of course. Only Americans allowed. You should allow at least one American because we allow Mighty Win.
Well,
You know
we're allowed to heckle still, right? We can heckle politely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to. Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also Monday. I mean, I'm sorry, not Monday. Sunday, we got the watch along of England and
England,
who did they play
Serbia.
again? Serbia. Damn it! It's one of them.
Serbia.
One of them Yugoslavia countries.
Former Yugoslavian Republic. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey, they've done well. They've got 4 in the Euros.
Is that Mitro's team?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitro.
No, Mitrovic.
Yeah.
They're not
Can
a
you
bad
believe
little
Against him
squad.
tomorrow.
It's been 30 years since that war. Can you believe that win?
I know, it doesn't time fly when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just want to give
uh,
a shout out for anybody coming into town for either the Argentina match or the first U.S. match for Copa. Look for the guy at the wheelchair down in the tailgate area. That'll be me. I'll be hanging out with, hopefully, my tactical manager.
Oh,
You gonna hang out with Tag? Really?
What's his name?
Coming to the Argentina game.
The Brazilian guy on YouTube.
Phil Silva. Filippo Silva.
Filippo Silva.
Yeah, I'm trying to work a way we can get together.
Hey man, I gotta get you.
good.
I definitely gotta get you on the other channel, man, that I got going. Talking about the US stuff.
Dude, how many channels you got?
Hey, well, I'm busy, man. It's just
one for each kid.
Yeah, that's right. I'm working on giving memberships away, by the way, so bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
But there we go. Memberships. There you go. Memberships have been given. 10 memberships away have gone to Mad Mag, Key 88, South Links Tune, Lars Lunkog, Toon Army, Peter Moyle, Paul Gardner, Jordy Tune for Life, Leach Hound, Magpie Exile, and yes, it's going to all of you there. So congrats, and of course, please consider renewing your membership at the end of this month. Enjoy it, as we're going to be having live shows for members only, etc. So cheers to all of you, and congrats. Anyways, you guys. Oh, let's go with the highlighted comments before we finish. I always forget that sometimes. Beer Riken says Pope way above subs. I mean, way above Dubs. Dubs way above Karius. Karius way above Gillespie. Oh, that was kind of the food chain this year anyway.
Yeah.
Alan Thompson, spot on James Moore, but he was good at the start. But time stands still for nobody and has steadily got worse. Mad Mag, Scotland's like Marmite. Ian, you're either,
I think it's Marmite. Do you not know what Marmite is?
Yeah, you need to go to Australia.
No, I don't, man. It was like a
no, that's Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Vegemite is the Australian equivalent.
No, don't know.
It's a beef extract spread, very, very strong.
Not as bad as Vegas.
It's something you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah. Matt Thompson, 10 minutes behind. Dubravka made his own bed. Pope 10 times better. 10 times the keeper Dubs is, and he is getting a bit. He's getting on a bit now. Need the upgrade. He's never been the same since the Howler versus Spain. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he did have one earlier this year, or last year, earlier this season. Alan Thompson, yes, there has been links to Tamori, but we have had more links than Scottish golf course. Than a Scottish golf course. Kevin Pryor, Dubs to go. I want him to go. I think he is at best average in the liability. A lot of people with Jimmy Moore, man. Peter Alderson.
people in the
That's
world.
because they're all tainted by the Man United escapade.
Man. By the way, I'll tell you in a minute something about Jimmy and going to the Atlanta stadium. Peter Alderson, did you hear the Everton fans are thinking they are getting 20 million per season of Castor? Deluded fan base. No, not at all. Not at all. It's I think who's got Castor? Wolves as well, right? Wolves got
40 million over what, 5 years?
that we got. No idea, man. We were getting like
That's
5
what it'll
million, weren't
be.
Yeah, they're not getting 40. Are you crazy?
we? 20. Bob, great point. Mickey brings in the most value. If we get 20 mil, I'll take it. Kenny says, so Dubs go and keep Gillespie. Key 88, footballers are like racehorses. Look after them while
That's
they're
what I
earning
like.
their keep. Get rid
Top
when they're
comment.
not. There you go. The top Key 88, new member on our WhatsApp group, by the way. Hey, Jimmy, man, get WhatsApp, man. Stop being an old dude. We got farmer. Man, you come to our website, WhatsApp, man. It's like heaven, man. Full of top knowledgeable guys. You know what I mean? Distinguished gentlemen talking about football. Farmer says, whose bright idea was it for an old guy? There you go. We read that one. Kenny says, only thing wrong with Yanks, they all think Rainbow's a real person. Ooh.
Good job, Kenny.
Alan Thompson, spot on, Chris. Yeah, we read that one too. Anyway, shout out to everybody who's been watching. Great show for American Mag show. So appreciate everyone, of course. And hit that like button. And the Mighty Win official fan club is there. By the way, Jimmy, did you see that? We got the Mighty Win official fan club, man. They got this account. He's saying his mightiness will be ending the show with his rendition of his favorite player, Dan Burn, match rent. Yeah, we're gonna play that.
Celebrate Benjamin's shirt.
That's right. We're gonna play that shirt. You see that? You see that right there on Benjamin's shirt? We're gonna be playing that song at the end. There you go. He's from Blythe. But before we go, all of you do me a favor. If you're going to where are you going? To the Atlanta Stadium? To the yeah. If you see Jimmy, take
Friday
a broom and put
27th.
Friday on 27th. Take a broom and stick it out between his wheelchair and just run away and leave him there.
Stop me.
And anyways, thank you so much. Subscribe, hit that like button. You're gonna see these faces again next week on the American Mag Show. Again, tomorrow, Jordy Show, and Sunday, England versus one of the Yugoslavia countries. Anyways, we will see you guys. Wait. Before we go, though, we gotta play that song. Where is it? Oh, there. Where is it, man? I think I lost it. Don't tell me I lost it. There's no way I lost that. Oh my gosh, Mighty Wayne, I think I lost it, man.
You better not have. That's my favorite one.
Oh, there you go. The shirt, the song, the myth,
Nice.
the myth, the legend, Mighty Wayne.
You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blythe. You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blythe. He's from Blythe. You'll never ever beat Dan Burn. He's from Blythe. You'll never